That's just like not a great message. So it's like, God, like, show me when there was unity. Show me the story that I want to go after. And here I am looking for a story on Google. I'm like, 1940 unity. And the Lord's like, no, girl, you're going to have to go a little bit further back than that. So I'm like, 1840? No, girl, keep going back. 17? No, the garden. Like, we're going way back. So next thing I know, I'm in the Bible reading about the garden, because that was really the last time that there was perfect unity. That was a time that God the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and mankind were in perfect unity, and all things were good. It was the beginning of creation. It was going real smooth. Everything was good. And I look at that, and I'm like, okay, well, if that's the last time that there was unity, surely you want it again. So God, what can we learn from the garden, from the original creation, that maybe we've kind of missed at this point in our life? And one of the things that I recognized that was in the garden, that like we don't have, that actually was not in the garden, that we do have a lot of now, that I think is maybe the first thing that has to go if we really want unity, and that is comparison. Like, let's just go straight there. Comparison gotta go. Because somewhere along the way, if comparison wasn't a part of creation, somewhere along the way, the enemy got us to look at each other, compare ourselves to one another, and compete with our own creation. And I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Because here's the thing. Comparison, like I said, was not even a part of creation. When God began to create, he was not comparing his creation. He was creating creation for its own specific good. Like when God created the sun, he said, it is good. When God created the trees, he said, those are good. When God created humans, he said, those are good. And something about that, does that not make you feel pretty good? Because like every other thing he created, he said it was good, and he said I was good too. There was no comparison. There wasn't like, oh, he makes the sun and he's like, wow, this is amazing. And then like make the trees and he's like, those are so awesome. And then like make humans and he's like, they good. Like, no, which is really awesome that he didn't do that. But I don't know why we do that. You see, because I would never walk past a tree and be like, oh, I just wish I was as green as the leaves. Like, that would be the weirdest thing ever. Nor would I ever like wake up in the morning, go out, like open the window and be like, oh my gosh, why do I even try to be a light? The sun's always gonna be brighter. Like, no, I would just never do that. But why would I never do that? Because I'm not in competition with the sun. I'm not in competition with the trees. They were created at the same time as me, and God said they're good, and so I see them as good. So why don't we look at each other and just say, hey, you're good. God created you for a specific reason, for a specific purpose. Like, that is what's going to unify us. So real fast, like, let's just break the ice with your neighbor. I want you to look at your neighbor, and I want you to give them 2 solid reasons. Don't be like, your eyes are green and they're great. Like, look at the neighbor and be like, hey, you're good because this reason and this reason. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. I love this. All right. All right, are we all good? Are we good? Are we good? Everybody in here is good. We are good. I love that. Now, let me ask you something. Who in here feels good? Yeah? Okay. Now, who in here feels strengthened? Yeah? Stronger? Yes. Okay, this is like, how easy was that? So easy. And how good did every single person feel? So good. And how strong do we all feel? So good. Don't ever let that stop. Like, if you see something good, call it out and call it up. If you see something good, say it. Why would you hold it back? It only strengthens.